Preeya, my quesadilla is a little bit different to yours. Yours is light and fluffy like a little lasagna. Mine's going to be rich and robust and packed full of flavour. Both very different, both very delicious.
Ooh.
I'll show you how to make mine.
Alrighty, come on.
So I've got some chuck here, which is a tougher cut of meat. If I just put this in a pan and made a barbecue steak out of it, what you'd find is something very, very chewy. However, when you cook it low and slow with lots of ingredients, it becomes really tender, tasty, flavoursome, which is what we're about to do. Now, spice mix here, allspice, pepper, paprika, some cumin, some coriander and a little bit of cinnamon, a couple of bay leaves.
Oh, all in there. Alrighty.
A little bit of a tap like that. And then, I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you the spoon. I want you to stir it round.
Can do.
Now, there may be a little bit of dried spice mix left over. That's okay. I know what to do with it.
Oh, you know what to do.
I know
All
what to
right.
do. Now, I've got some red onion here that I've just sliced up like this and some ginger, fresh ginger. I'll just slice it all the way through. And then it's a matter of just chopping it like this. So we've got lovely little pieces. How's it going there?
Content with that or keep stirring? What would you like?
Just keep stirring it.
Okay.
That'll keep you busy for a while
Okay.
and hopefully keep you quiet.
Won't keep me quiet.
Now, fry pan's going here. I'm going to start it off with some extra virgin olive oil. It's got a bit of heat in it already. You can see the thermo signal is all the way through, so it's good to go. Chilies, anchos chilies, mulatto chilies, some different types of chilies there. I've used these Mexican chilies that I get from my local grocery store, but you can use any sort of chilies you want. It all works. Now, what I like to do is throw the chilies into the oil and
Holy
get a
mama,
bit of frying action going.
Woo!
Look at that. And that frying of the chilies blisters them up and gets a lot of flavour. You can smell them straight away, can't you?
Straight away, it's in my nostrils.
There
It's
we go.
lovely.
Yeah, maybe open the windows and the doors.
Yes, we just have it directly in our nostrils.
Exactly,
It's lovely.
exactly. Then the onions, I just pull apart and throw them in there like that. In they go. This other pot here, and this is Richo's patented two-pot method, because I like to get things going, you know what I mean? I want to have lots of things going on. Nice big sploosh of extra virgin olive oil, and I grab these pieces and pop them in here. What I'm looking for is I want to brown them off nice and neatly. A bit of bubbling action going on there, which is what I want. And you will notice with this dry rub spice mix, there's a little bit left over. Does not go into the bin. It goes into my pan with all of the chilies.
Lovely. No
You liking
wastage.
that?
I like that.
No wastage at all. I've also got some garlic here that's been roughly chopped. Rough, that's me. Here we go. And
There's a
also,
song. I can sing it for you later.
I'll stir that around nice. You can see there's lots of lovely action going on here. Turn that up till it's nice and hot. There we go. Some spring onions and some coriander. Bring that over here, Preeya.
Oh.
Unless you want to cut it.
Yeah, I was going to cut it.
All right, if you can cut it nice and
I
chunky.
thought I could help you out.
Oh, look at that. You're doing really, really well. Now, give that a bit of a stir, and you can see it's starting to soften up beautifully. And you can also see this meat is starting to brown off beautifully. Can you smell those spices?
I can. It's glorious. I'm loving this chilli. You can use whatever you've got. I love it. A lot of heat in there.
Exactly. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to brown off these bits of chuck and get the spices in there. So not too hot. You don't want to burn, but you want that lovely browned action. And all this flavour that's toasted off nicely is going to come together when I braise that chuck beautifully. In goes the coriander and the spring onion. You can see there's plenty of heat action going on there.
Oh.
Whoa.
Spices.
Spices.
Woo.
A little bit of salt in there because salt makes everything better. All right, this is browning off beautifully. So at this stage here, I'm going to get you to pass me the stock. And I just pour the stock straight over the top here like this. And I've also got that other little jug there. Do you know what's in that?
Vinegar.
Exactly. A little bit of vinegar when you're cooking meat like this helps it give it a really sharp flavour. And in goes the other packet of the stock. In it goes like that. Ready to go.
Lovely.
Now, all I need to do is empty that out there and then stir this around. You can see we've got lots of fried action going on. Pour this on top here like that.
The two pot going to one pot.
Two pots go into one pot. And you can see I've got just the right amount to let that simmer. The aromas coming off that are beautiful.
And it looks so rich in there, so much flavour.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to dip a piece of bread in there and just eat
could.
it. But if you can pass me that lid over there, what we're going to do is bring this up to a gentle simmer and let it simmer away for about an hour or so till the meat becomes nice and tender and falls apart. And while that's going on, you're going to grate that cheese over there. I've got some beautiful mozzarella and some manchego cheese. I'll probably have a cup of tea.
You can do some squats.
I'll do some squats or some exercise. An hour and a half has passed and we're ready to go. This is the best part of it. Preeya, I'm handing you the ceremonial fork
Thank you very much.
I want you to pick up 2 pieces of the collar.
Oh, whoa, look at this.
Here we go. Looks great. You could just eat it straight out of the
You
pot like
could.
that. And see how tender it is? I want you
Oh,
to...
holy mama,
you
it's
be
so
careful.
tender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be careful.
Be careful.
Gosh, I'm being heavily supervised over my shoulder.
Watching you like a hawk. Now, just
Whoa, it's spicy.
It is spicy. Give it a crush up. That's what I'm looking for. I want you to sort of break it apart, and I get all excited with this bit. It's the best part of it.
I can sense
and
it,
I'm
my
letting
friend.
you do it.
I know.
That's how much I care. Look at that. So, well, this is my quesadilla. You did one that was baked in the oven. Lovely, delicious. This is another type. This is more like the street food you would find in Mexico. They have these big terracotta fry pans, and they have the fire underneath them, and they cook the quesadillas on there. So I've got the pan on already. I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm looking for like a medium heat, and with the meat, I'll grab some of this and pop it straight onto the quesadilla like this. And you sort of spread it out a bit to the edges, pulling it apart like that. Beautiful. How's that looking so far?
Looking lovely. I'm getting the juice out for you.
Yes,
I don't know where this is going. I just licked my fingers before and it was very spicy, so I'm quite excited for this one.
Well, I made sure I push it to the edge, so if I'm going to suffer, you're going to suffer as well.
Coming with you.
I've got some lovely cheese here. I've got 2 types of cheese. I've got a little bit of mozzarella and I've got some manchego cheese. So I sprinkle that on all the way to the edges, and I'll put the other one. You can put some on as well, Preeya.
Thank you. I was keen to get involved in this. This
There
is
we go.
looking delicious.
It's looking nice, and the cheese is going to soften it up a little bit. And what we do is pop that in there like that. I put a little bit of the sauce on here now, and some of it we'll put on later on. See how the sauce goes all the way through that cheese?
Yeah.
Flavours it.
Oh, I can see you. I'm getting excited too.
Juicy and tasty. Then we grab the top of it like this, pop it on the top there, and push it down till it squishes together. And then we've got a bit of dry heat from the bottom. These are massive flour tortillas, which means it's made from corn flour. They're gluten-free. And this is, in fact, paleo as well. So it's really good for anyone who's in the paleo diet. This is great for you. Is that a real diet? Probably not. It's the meat-eating diet. That's what my ancestors grew up on, and that's what makes us big and strong. Lots of meat, all the good stuff, and none of the bad stuff.
I do like the way I could just stand here and you ask the questions and also answer them. I'm just here for the journey.
So I asked the question. That's a great question, Richo. Let me answer that for you. And I'll just put a little bit of butter on there because we want to get some action happening. Okay, I'll twist them around like that and turn them around so they pick up a bit of that butter. What we're going to do is crisp up the bottom layer till it's nice and golden brown. Flip it over and cook the other side. The cheese will melt, all that meat will come together. Then we'll put a bit of salsa on it, some sour cream. Can it get any better than this?
Possibly, yes.
We'll see about this.
Possibly.
Yeah. Okay, Preeya, we're ready to go. Grab that one off there. Got to be careful if the cheese gets in between it sticks together. Onto the plate like that. The other layer here, straight on the top like that.
They do look magnificent.
It smells fantastic. Lots of salsa on there. Now we're going to put some of that on the top there as well. Look at that. A little bit on top of there.
A little bit of freshness to combat all the richness. I don't know if you need that butter that you've put in at the end. You could make a couple of swaps here. You could put some veggies in. I like the salsa on top, but this does look
Do you like the sauce running down the side there?
I love it.
You see that? I got away with that. I didn't even listen to what you said, but I sort of kept on going.
I got away with it.
We'll put a little bit of sour cream on that. What a cracking little dish.
Should we taste the meat?
Go on, pull some meat out.
Okay,
Let's
pull
have a
some
taste of
meat
that.
out. Let's go. Go on.
All right, chunk of meat like that.
Oh,
straight
whoa,
away. I'll
so
pop
many
it
chilies
straight
in
on the
here.
board. Now, what I'm going to do is just show you how tender it is. There's some pieces in here. Have a little taste of that one. That's going to have all that flavour in there.
Beautiful. That is, wow. That is sensational. That is hot. That's much hotter than you'd normally make, my friend.
It's a little bit hot for me.
I thought it might be. You start sweating and I'll keep eating, hey?
Okay, we'll do that.